Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second part of reading 5B, The Future Today, page 74, 75. In today's lesson, we will cover Exercise D, Exercise A, and Exercise F, page 75. We have three objectives to cover in this lesson. Number one, infer the meaning of new words in context. Number two, react to the content of a reading passage by providing written responses to three questions. And number three, express opinion about modern technology and its role in solving problems in our modern world. Let's begin with Exercise D, page 75. In this exercise, we are going to look at the highlighted words in the text and then match them with their meanings A to J. We begin with the first word. We will do it together. So the unfamiliar word is manufacturers. If we look at the word, it has the suffix er and it refers to a person or thing that performs an action. So the word is a noun. Let's look now at the definitions and decide which definitions refers to nouns. Yes, very good. Definition B is a noun. Any other definition? Yes, very good. D also refers to a noun. There is still another one. Yes, excellent. It's F. Let's look now for clues in the definitions that can help us decide the meaning of this word. Yes, very good. Definition D has the verb produces, and in the text we have production. So the answer for the first word will be D. Pause the video now and take some time to do the other examples. Time is over. Let's go with example number 2. The unfamiliar word is edible. And if you look at the sentence, it describes the word substances. So what part of speech is the word edible here? Excellent. It's an adjective. Let's look at the definitions on the right and decide which definitions refer to an adjective. By the way, there are 5 of them. So number 1, very good, A. Second one, excellent, it's C. The third, very good, it's E. The fourth, I. And the fifth will be, of course, J. Remember that the text was about using 3D printers to print food. So which of these definitions will match the word edible in the context of food? Yes, excellent. It can be E or I. Which one do you think is the correct answer here? Excellent. It's E. We proceed with word number 3, and the unfamiliar word is proof. These developments are proof that in the near future we will be using 3D printing to solve some of the serious problems we face today. So, what part of speech is the word proof in this sentence? Very good. It's a noun. Remember, we have decided with the first example that we have 3 nouns. We have used one of them. So, which 2 are left? Yes, it's B and F. So, which one will match the word proof here? Excellent. It's F. Proof here means information that shows that something is true. Number 4 now, and the unfamiliar word is financial. if you look at the sentence, it's used before the word resources, which is a noun. So what part of speech is the word financial here? Excellent. It's an adjective. Look at the word resources. What are they used for? To develop a 3D printer that prints food. So, what can be needed to develop a new device, an expensive device for NASA? Excellent. It's money. Which definition is related to money here? Yes, very good. It's easy now. It's A. So, financial means relating to money. Word number 5 now, it's preserve. And in the text, it's preserving. What part of speech can take ing? Yes, excellent. Verbs take ing. So the word preserve here is a verb. Let's look at the definitions and decide which ones refer to verbs. We have two of them, by the way. Very good. We have G, to go off or to go bad. And number 2 is very good. H, to keep something from going off or going bad. So what can be the definition of preserve here? Excellent. It's H, to keep something from going off or going bad. Number 6, the word is scheduled. And if you look at the text, it says the mission to Mars is scheduled for the early 2030s. So what part of speech is scheduled here? Yes, excellent. It's an adjective. And we still have two definitions of adjectives. It's C and J. Very good. Which one matches the word scheduled here? Excellent. It's J. So scheduled here means something that's arranged or planned. Word number 7 is content, and it's used after an adjective and before the preposition of. So what part of speech is it? Excellent. It's a noun. We still have one definition of a noun, which is B, so that will be the correct answer. So content means the quantity of a particular substance found in something. Number 8, and the word is dietary, and as you note, it comes from the word diet, so it's an adjective. We still have one definition of adjective. It's I, relating to the food and drink that you usually consume. So the answer is I. Number 9, spoil. It's a verb, and the definition will be to go bad or to go off. So the answer is G. Last word and the easiest, therapeutic. It's an adjective, and it's C, designed to heal or to treat a disease. The answer is C. Let's go now with exercise A, page 75. Provide a written response to the following questions in your own words. Use information from the text to support your answers. So we have 3 questions. You are going to answer them. You are going to provide a written answer. Let's look at the first question. Why does the writer say that the 3D printers that exist today have not met Clark's expectations? In other words, the question asks you to say, why are 3D printers today less developed than the device that was imagined by the writer Arthur C. Clarke? Question 2. 3D printing food is claimed to reduce food waste. How can this be so? So think of ways how 3D printing food can help with saving food. Question 3. What is the writer's attitude towards 3D printing? Here, you are going to tell what the writer thinks of 3D printing. Is he or she for or against the use of 3D printing? Pause the video now and take some time to write your answers. If you've finished, let's begin. Let's begin with the answer of question number 1. The writer says that the 3D printers that exist today have not met Clark's expectations because the invention that Clark envisioned or imagined was a lot more advanced than the technology that exists today. Clark predicted that this device would enable the person who was in possession of it to create or produce anything he or she desired. Although we have made a lot of progress in the development of this technology, and many fields are experimenting with 3D printing, we have not as yet invented a printer that allows us to 3D print whatever we desire. This is the answer for question 2. 3D printing food may reduce food waste in 3 ways. Firstly, unlike fresh produce which goes bad very quickly, storing the ingredients used in 3D food printing in a powdered form in cartridges permits to keep them fresh for up to 30 years. In addition, printing the food when, where, and in the exact quantity which it is needed can significantly reduce wastage. Thirdly, transforming food into powder makes it possible to use alternative sources of food, such as algae and some vegetable leaves. And here is the answer for question number 3. It is clearly evident that the writer views 3D printing favorably. His or her attitude is expressed through the words and details he or she has selected to talk about the subject. The writer states that printing will go a long way towards helping us solve some of the serious problems we face today. When he or she discusses the problem of food shortages, the writer builds an argument in which he or she proves that 3D printing will help us solve this problem. He or she speaks positively about 3D printing of food and states that it is clean, time efficient, and that it reduces food waste. In addition, he or she mentions that the powdered substance in the cartridges is nutrient stable and that it can be made to have a higher nutrient content and can even be used to administer medication. We finish with exercise F. In this exercise, we have 3 questions to answer. Number 1, would you eat food that has been 3D printed? If yes, why? If no, why not? Number 2, do you know of any developing technologies? If yes, what problems do you think they will help solve? Here you may think of artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, virtual reality, or drones. Number 3, if you could solve one problem that humanity faces today, what would it be and why? Pause the video and have some time to think of your answers. If you've finished, let's begin. These are possible answers to the questions. Number 1, eating food that has been 3D printed does not sound very appetizing to me. For this reason, I would be very reluctant or unwilling to try it. Number 2, well, self-driving or autonomous cars are currently being developed. They promise to save hundreds of thousands of lives, as car accidents are among the top causes of accident-related deaths. Number 3, I think if I could solve one problem that humanity faces today, it would be the clean water problem. The availability of clean drinking water is increasingly threatened, and a future water crisis might very well be on the horizon. So, if we can solve this problem, we can save the lives of millions of people in developing countries.